What is the difference between is equal to and is equal to with JavaScript Truthy falsy? Imagine you're trying to compare two things in JavaScript, but you're not quite sure how it will treat different types of data. It can be confusing at first, especially when dealing with values that JavaScript considers true or false. Today, we're going to clear that up and help you understand how these two comparison operators work and why it matters for your code. JavaScript has two main ways to check if two values are equal: double equals, is equal to, and triple equals, is equal to. The double equals is called loose equality. When you use it, JavaScript tries to make the values comparable by converting their types if needed. For example, if you compare the string 5 with the number 5 using is equal to, JavaScript turns the string into a number and then checks if they are the same. Since both are now the number 5, it returns true. This automatic conversion can be helpful sometimes but can also lead to surprises. The triple equals is known as strict equality. It checks both the value and the type without changing anything. So, if you compare 5 with 5 using is equal to, it will return false because one is a string and the other is a number. This makes is equal to more predictable and safer to use because it doesn't do any type conversion behind the scenes. Now let's connect this to truthy and falsy values. In JavaScript, some values are considered falsy: false, 0, an empty string, null, undefined, and none. All other values are truthy. When you compare these values with is equal to or is equal to, the way they handle type conversion makes a difference. For example, 0 is equal to false returns true because both are falsy, and JavaScript converts them to a common type before comparing. But is equal to false returns false because their types are different, number versus Boolean. Similarly, an empty string is equal to false is true, but is equal to false is false. This shows how is equal to can sometimes give unexpected results because of type coercion, while is equal to keeps things clear and straightforward. When you're writing conditional statements, you usually don't need to compare values with is equal to or is equal to. Just putting the value itself in an if statement checks if it's truthy or falsy. For example, if value will run if value is truthy, and else will run if it's falsy. But if you need to compare to specific values, using is equal to is better because it avoids surprises from automatic type conversions. To sum it up, the main difference is that is equal to allows JavaScript to change types when comparing, which can lead to unexpected results with falsy and truthy values. On the other hand, is equal to compares both value and type without any conversions, making your comparisons more reliable. Knowing when to use each helps you write clearer, bug-free code, especially when working with control flow and conditional statements.